A lot of people are going to wonder about the Lakers. Could the Lakers make an offer? Yes. Could Giannis come in and say, I am going nowhere but the Lakers? Yes. And if that happens, that would increase it. But I don't think the Lakers or the Knicks could make an offer that's in the top 5 or 6. But because Giannis potentially has agency in this, then you would say that his words would matter a lot.
Monica.
What can Luka do to bring a title back to your LA Lakers?
Well, I think first give Coach Redick some love because that was important that he said, hey, we have to be in NBA championship conditioning. Yeah. And Luka, listen, so give him credit. Mm-hmm. And now we see that he's in great shape. And now he's got to say, okay, LeBron, Luka, what do we need, right? What type of player do we need? We need a center. And he's got to be athletic, right? And then we need to improve that bench, that roster. You know, because Stephen A., Minnesota, that pick and roll play, they said, okay, where's Luka? Come here. We're going to put you in the pick and roll. Okay. And Austin Reeves.
Yep.
So they went at those two guys. And
all day.
Yes. And then it cost us the series. And so we got to improve and I think get faster, longer, more athletic, because if the West is teaching you anything, with these young teams, they are athletic, they're fast, and so Rob Pelinka's got to bring in some people who can help us get better on defense and also get longer and more athletic.
I'm looking at the Los Angeles Lakers, and I got to tell you, there were times last year I looked at them, I said, they could get to the conference finals.
Me
then
too.
There were other times I looked at them, and I said, they can't guard me. I mean, they don't play.
They were a bit Jekyll and Hyde, but there was a run where we really became believers.
And I thought J.J. Redick did an outstanding job. Mm-hmm. I was very proud of the job that he did. And LeBron was all-world, worthy of being an all-NBA player. You just looked at him, 22nd year in the league, 40 years of age, and ask yourself, how much longer can he do this? But he keeps one-upping you. He keeps showing you he can still do it. And major props to him. Luka's a problem. And he's a problem for 2 reasons, Magic. Defense. And he needs the ball. See, the greatness of Steph Curry is that Steph Curry can dribble the ball and dance on you and boogie on you and pull up from 40 1 minute. Another minute he gives you the ball, and then your head is on a swivel because where is he? Where is he? Because he's always moving. Right. Luka doesn't move.
Right.
So because he doesn't move, you're asking a 40-year-old LeBron James to move. You're asking an Austin Reeves, who wasn't accustomed to movement. That should help him. He can get better at that, but moving a bit more. You're asking guys to do things that's either not their strength or that you should be asking them to do, all because of this deficiency. So him being leaner is one thing. Being in shape obviously is important. But Magic, do you trust him not to hold the ball? Do you trust him to move instead of standing still when he doesn't have the ball? And do you trust him to play defense?
Well, listen, Minnesota should answer all those questions for the Lakers because in that series, they were just picking on Luka and Austin Reeves and also the center position, right? So the Lakers pick and roll, stand, everybody's standing, LeBron's in the corner watching Luka dance, right? And Minnesota said, oh, we know what's going to happen. So what we're going to do is take the pick and roll away from the Lakers. And once they did that, and then they picked us up, and every shot came within the last 5 seconds. As the shot clock was winding down, the Lakers took awful shots, and that put Minnesota in transition. And Julius Randle beat us up. We were not a physical team. So now Rob and JJ has got to say, okay, what type of players do we need so we can compete against the West, the best teams in the West? And for me, you got to make a deal. You got to make some deals, bring in some new players. And the thing that hurt the Lakers the most was losing KCP. Yep. And then we're watching the other guy for Oklahoma City right now, and Caruso.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They were our best on-ball defenders. And I told them that. I said, listen, you can't, if you're going to lose KCP, he signed for more money, but you got to keep Caruso.
Can't lose them both.
But they assigned Taylor Horton to that $9 million instead of giving it to Caruso, and that come back to bite the Lakers. So who's going to play defense for the Lakers? And to your point, which is a great point, they got to get an offense that move everybody. That, instead of Luka just dominating the ball, hey, you can dominate some, but then LeBron James got to have it. And then you know who played better in that run we were talking about? What's special was Austin Reeves when he had the basketball in his hand. So it's going to be some decisions got to be made right here.
I'm enjoying this next question because I'm going to put you on the spot because that's what I love to do to you. I do to you.
We already know.
Right?
We already know.
Let me ask you this question, Matt Johnson. So Luka's healthy, LeBron's healthy, Lakers are the Lakers. Anthony Davis is healthy, Kyrie is healthy in Dallas. You still comfortable with the move?
First, they got to show us, right?
Who?
Dallas.
Got it.
So, listen, I'm going to tell you something. If that boy, Cooper Flag, is who we think he is, and I think he's going to be a better pro than he was in college.
And I think he is too.
If you put him and Klay Thompson,
Lord,
and those two centers that they have,
right, right,
and Jason Kidd have them going up and down, and Kyrie's at his best and not hurt, watch out west. Watch out west.
I asked this question to you because as the mega star that you are and were as a player for the Los Angeles Lakers, you've always said this to me. When you wear the purple and gold, it's about a championship. If you're a superstar, every superstar that has shown up in the purple and gold has captured a championship.
Everyone.
So I'm looking at Dallas. I'm looking at what Ime Udoka is doing in Houston.
That's right.
I'm looking at Ant-Man knocking at the door. I'm looking at OKC here right now.
That's right.
I'm looking at all that. San Antonio ain't going away. Don't let them get Giannis with Wembanyama. Don't let that happen. I'm looking at them and I'm saying it does seem a bit daunting for the Los Angeles Lakers in terms of championships. To that you say what?
All those teams you mentioned are young too.
Yeah.
So they're not going nowhere.
Right.
With young stars. And Anthony Edwards put on a show against the Lakers.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I sat there and said, wow. It was unbelievable. And so Minnesota, if they make one trade, and I would say trade Rudy and get you somebody else. If they can upgrade on the offensive end, give Anthony some help there. Oh, man, Minnesota would be awesome. I love what San Antonio is building. Houston, they're like a player or two away.
I think
they got great experience this year. Next year, they'll be even better.
You unload Green. Couple picks, you get your hands on KD, and keep the rest of the team intact. With Ime Udoka coaching them, I like that.
And that center,
Shagun.
Oh, man, is he good? I mean, I like that team, and the Lakers. Man, Luka got to understand this is not Dallas. To your point, Kobe, bless you.
God rest his soul.
Yes. Superstar who led us, Shaq led us to a championship. LeBron.
Leadership.
That's right. And that's what's missing here. And so we shouldn't have to tell you to be in shape. That should have been, you should have been about that, right? Especially you're a superstar. So this is going to be an important year for the Lakers, important offseason for the Lakers. And we have got to get better and look at the championship. Molly, always look at the finals. It's going to tell you what you have to do in the offseason. So the West got to look at OKC and say, we got to build a team to beat them. The East got to say, hey, the Pacers going to be around, so we got to have a team to beat them, right? And so it's going to be important, the decisions that Rob and JJ make to improve the roster if we're going to compete with all these teams in the West.
Oh, your days, I mean, you're giving great basketball analysis. Thank you for showing up because I was getting on and all these damn voices. I'm like, where's Magic? Where's Magic? I mean, running a team, owning a team. Have you given up on that now that you got